Alright guys, this is Aubrey. And she's, let me tell you a little bit about her. She has a trach, you can see here. She has a gastrostomy tube. So I feed her. Is that funny? Right here. That's what I'm getting ready to do. I feed her every 3 hours. Change her diapers. We have to suction her trach out. It gets clogged. She's got multiple handicaps. She can't walk or talk. Obviously, she can smile. And she does communicate just through basically pointing, and you can kind of tell what she wants. She's verbal because of the speech valve. I take that off, she can't make any noise. So don't you wish your wife had one of those every so often? You could just pop that thing off and she couldn't talk. I know, that's not mine. So I was just going to tell you a little bit about her. She's 21 years old. She just turned 21. And she's pretty much had surgery on every part of her body you could even imagine. She was born with 3 holes in her heart, and they went in, surgically closed one. If I took her shirt off, she looks like she just got scars all over where they cut on her and everything else. But and you're probably thinking, why are you telling us this or showing us this or whatever? I have her. Well, I have her always. She lives with me and my wife. I have a nurse that comes in Monday through Thursday usually, and sometimes on Mondays the nurse is not there, depending on if I'm at the fire station or not. But the nurse makes it able so where we can work and still kind of have somewhat of a life that allows me to come out here. The nurse works from like 8 until pretty much 5:15 each day. And so on the weekends she doesn't work. On Fridays and Mondays, sometimes Mondays she doesn't work. But she watches her and takes care of her. So I'm very, very fortunate on that, having that help. I know you guys have seen her in a lot of videos here and there and probably wondering what's going on. She has something called Beckwith-Wiedemann syndrome. And basically it's a lot of abnormalities. Like she has an enlarged tongue. And she has like a little deal on her ear right here, a little skin tag. One part of her body is bigger than the other. Just basic abnormalities. And basically 2 doctors, Dr. Beckwith and Dr. Wiedemann, basically named all these abnormalities after themselves and called it that syndrome. She was also born, her trach area was deformed when she was born, so it caused her to not get oxygen to her brain like she should have. So they had to go in and put a trach in. She spent the first year of her life in the hospital. So yeah, she's pretty freaking precious. And so a lot of people, I see people going, oh, I'm sorry, that's too bad, you know, stuff like that. The deal is I feel sorry for the people who don't have a special needs child, because they are simply the most amazing people you will ever meet. This little girl has no judgment for anybody. She doesn't care if you're black, white, green, brown, purple. She doesn't care if you're fat. She doesn't care if you're skinny. She doesn't care if you have a big zit on your freaking nose. She does not judge you for anything whatsoever. She just loves unconditionally. And you know how to treat someone, joy, happiness. She's just an amazing, amazing, amazing little person. And so she brings our family closer together and more joy than you could ever imagine. And I wouldn't trade her for 100 normal children, whatever we consider to be normal. And so, you see what I'm saying? She's just the most loving little person you've ever seen. And what's that face for? You give me kisses? Can you give me some kisses? You're not gonna give me no kisses? Why not? I need some kisses. Daddy needs some kisses. So anyway, I thought I'd kind of show you her, and she's watching cartoons out here with me today. And so now she's dancing. So yeah, don't feel sorry for people with special needs children, because if their perspective is correct, they can get more blessings than anything you've ever imagined, because she is an amazing, amazing little girl, and she's touched more lives than I'll ever imagine or hope to have touched in my lifetime. So, hell, my purpose on being here on earth may have been to have her, because she's literally touched so many people throughout her years on earth. It just amazes me. And if there was ever an angel on earth, she's about as close to as perfect as anything that I've ever seen in my life. So, just so you know how I feel about her. Anyway, starting to get a little emotional. So back on the car here. So today I'm going to go ahead and do some filler on this. I probably won't take you guys along. It's super boring. I'm going to be sanding on it, stuff like that. So, you know, once I get it blocked out and everything, I'll probably show you the finished product. But I'm just trying to blend the roof back into the rest of the panel. These panels are so stinking straight. Like I said, there's only the edge up there. I could literally feather some filler in over those edges and high build prime it, and probably turn out fine. So you guys tell me what you think. Like I said, I've been kicking the poly around, but I'm almost thinking it may be overkill at this point. Most of these panels should come out really straight. Well, at least that's my hopes. I was going to poly that one, that's why it's still sitting at that stage. But again, high build may be all it really needs to block out. So, you know, you guys that do this for a living or know what you're doing, let me know if this poly thing is overkill for a street car, and let me know if you think that the poly should only be used for show cars, because this is not going to be a show car. It's going to be a I hope it's going to be a really nice driver that he can take to driving, car shows and stuff like that and be proud of. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. See you. Hey guys, so I know I sound like a broken record a lot of times. It doesn't feel like I got much done. But I, you know, only get so much done on the days that I have my baby girl out here, and I try not to get too much of this sand and dust spread around and stuff like that. And then I had a buddy of mine stop by, and we ended up chatting for a few hours. So doesn't take long. Your day gets away from you. But yeah, I got this all pretty much where I feel like it needs to be, and I got a couple of breakthroughs here and there. Just little spots like this. I'll run a little bit more epoxy back over some of these little spots, these little bare metal spots. And then I'm gonna polyester prime the whole thing, the whole top, this panel here, the black, all that, and then I'll block it all out together. So that's kind of the plan. We'll see what happens. If you guys got any other ideas or any better information, let me know. If you think there's a better way to get this to achieve the same, you know, results, then let me know. If you think the polyester primer's overkill, because the panel is pretty straight for the most part. If you run down the side here, you can see a little bit of imperfection here. There's a dent there. There's a dent there. They're just minor, small. Nothing the little putty coat couldn't probably cover up and be fine. But I think the polyester primer will cover those no problem. And that'll block right out. So that's kind of the plan. And I'm really not very good at laying filler, and I'd like to get a lot better at it. But then that's kind of where I'm going with the polyester sprayable primer, because I feel like I can probably get it on a little more even, and it will actually be a little less work for me to block out. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on that, and I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll talk to you guys in a few days. See ya.